everyone, I have a very special guest. The Josh Speaks, his name is Joshua, he's also a YouTuber, is here to talk with us about dating. So stay tuned. So like I said, I have Josh here to talk to us about Dating 101, some things that you should know about dating. Thank you so much for being on, Josh.
Hey playa, I'm the Josh. I'm working with Katie to share some of the dating tips and advice that you can find over on my channel for you guys here.
So my first question for you is, how do you know when it's okay to ask someone out? What are some signals that maybe they give us or things like that that we should take notice of to know if it's okay to even pop the question and see if they want to see us later?
The truth is, for the most part, it's always okay to ask someone out, but I would recommend you change up how you do it. Most people end up saying to their crush, hey, will you go out with me? Which is a yes or no question, and it's only going to get you a yes or no answer. Instead, try inviting them to join you for an activity. So for example, you could say something like, hey, there's this cool new pizza place outside of school that I want to check out. You should come join me. If they say yes, then good job, you got a date. But if they say no, don't take it as them saying no to you personally. They're simply saying no to the plans, meaning you can always invite them for different plans in the future. Finding the right time in the day to ask them out, though, may be a little bit more tricky. Your natural instincts are telling you that if the person you like is with a bunch of random people that you don't know, you should avoid them at all costs. But if they're by themselves, you don't want to approach them while they're alone because that's just creepy. Both situations actually work though. You see, if they're with a group of people, you can interject and talk to each one of them so that they feel comfortable enough around you so that you can pull the person you like away. And if they're by themselves, you can walk and talk alongside them, have very casual conversation, and ask them to hang out, just like I mentioned before.
So what are some ideas that you have about what's appropriate for a first date, especially if we're in high school or in college? What's a good first date option, or what should we plan to do together?
A lot of people think a first date should involve flowers and dinner and dressing up and the whole works, but I think you should do the opposite. A first date should be completely casual. Keep in mind you're meeting up with this person for the very first time, so you don't want to spend the entire night trying to impress them, but instead trying to understand them. A walk in the park, hanging out in the lunchroom, grabbing coffee. Don't think of the first date as something big, think of it as something deep.
Thank you so much for those tips. Those are great. And along with those, I get a lot of questions about people feeling like they're anxious or they don't have enough self-confidence to approach their crush and ask them out. Do you have any tips to overcome that?
Where and when and how are all good to know, but what do you do if you just don't feel confident enough and your anxiety keeps getting the best of you? Everything is small steps. Don't beat yourself up if you're not ready to ask them out. Start with simply smiling, then saying hi, and then try to have a very simple and basic conversation. What do you think though? What's the biggest challenge you face in asking someone out? Leave your comment below and Katie and I will talk about it. Thanks again, Katie, for featuring me here on your channel. And if you guys want more tips and advice on how to be your best self, check out my channel as well as Katie's collab video over there too. As always, guys, love and peace.
Thank you so much for being on, Josh, and for sharing all of your wonderful tips and tricks. These are so helpful. And for any of you who speak other languages, I am always looking for people to caption my videos. There are many people out there who are hearing impaired or don't speak English, and I know I talk really fast, and I apologize about that. But if you have a chance, click the link in the description to head on over to Amara and translate and caption some of my videos. Even if you caption them into English, that is so amazingly helpful. And I'll see you next time.